So hard when you're alone. Crowd of people gather. But you know what I mean. That voice that's been silenced and begs to scream. Remember what it felt like when you could feel. So hard when you're alone. Crowd of people gather. But you know what I mean.
This is the way we crash the party. This is the way we crash the party.
said I knew the monster, and the days they come and go so slowly. The monster There's only two of us.
I'm here now, and so let's talk about the balance in the game. What I really have liked, and I'm most likely gonna set up some more. No, they're not tournament. What I kind of went, to get some response to what you think about the game, because I have an opinion. I made a list long time ago, and the game have of course not jangled. I can look at the list. That's crazy. It's so old, man. But I mean, in the long run, it's about, you know, the voodoo community. So, but what I'm thinking, because it was maybe a bad idea to make this live stream thing right now when it's so early in the talk about a live balance update. But I'm thinking to make a chat on my Discord where people can talk about, you know, what do you like, what do you what things are not feeling that well and stuff. And hopefully we can get into a final product or incentivize that. So it's kind of hectic right now. For me, I got invited out for some food and stuff, and I was like, I can make it, but surely I did not make it. But yeah, but what I'm thinking are that I'm posting some things on my Discord like a pool. No. So they say it's not worth it, but surely it's worth to change the normal sets in the game. Of course, that there are most of the abilities cannot be changed and how the game are, but you can change enough stuff for things to change to the better direction. So I think I think surely that is worth it. To look into it. So, but I think it was a mistake to make this stream right now. I think it's too early. I think it's better is I give my sets and then see how people are reacting to it, and then have people to type what they are meaning about the game, and then there will most likely come some things up that are like, whoa, I mean, I did not think about that. It's kind of true enough. But I mean, sometimes you have to go deeper into the sets. It's not only the sets you can see on the card like here, but on actually the spreadsheet. So there are much more sets you can change than this. This is just a few stuff. So yeah, but I kind of I haven't dreamed about to have stuff like the Wild Talked to be playable again. That would be so nice. If that will happen. And then the other thing are that I feel that there are too many things that are too close to each other. And then there are things that are not correctly at its level versus max. And then again, there are some certain max they are too fast, like the striker and saucer. You cannot change the afterburner, sadly, on the striker. So the basis airspeed have to go down. I cannot see and other thing than that can happen to get it a little bit under control. I think this was the updated one. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna post the note block with some stuff on it, and I kind of want people to have it as and talk for and versus like and Kickstarter. Um, because so far in the AirMech Discord, I feel that it have been like, I mean, too little of, and we have like okay, just one. I mean, the mega surely is something that should be able to be counted. So it's fine enough. Then there are the Gongon again that are something is right that it's not where it have to be. And then we can talk about the Gongon itself, or are actually just the mechs that the Gongon are facing, and it's kinda most likely the mechs. It's just sad that there are some certain mechs that just way too fast, so the Gongon will never truly react and focus fire in the air. So yeah. But so far it's been kinda like low. Because it's not enough to just change one thing. It's never enough. There have to be changed much more stuff at once for it to become the final product. Tanks have a chance to miss when firing angst infantry, but a tank shooter in 3-pot mode sure have a high chance of being hit. I mean, it's not like the tanks dying versus like one shooter, maybe more, yeah. But the Deutsch are kind of low on most of the things, and it's a mechanic that I think are fine because you need to have like, okay, you can have an army of infantry, you can send it, you can take some of the focus away from your other units. It have to be that not only one way forward, like the same versus the same, but there are some like how can I say it? Like just smaller roads to the bigger road. And surely we have some stuff in the game right now that are not that useful, and it could kind of be a game changer. But again, it's most likely for 2 vs 2, where the game are pulled around, and at the moment where the community are not at the level to talk with each other, planning, teaming up with somebody. It's still limited to the main units you don't trust in your teammates, so it will most likely look around this. This one will of course be changed to like the generator, but it's kind of like that, like this loadout we're gonna see. Maybe the runner getting changed to a same or multi, but it's kind of the same. So again, it's about trust. It's about, okay, saying, okay, only one need the turtle, the booster tank, okay, 2 of them. That's fine that both teammates have that. Again, the same about the booster, only one kind of needed if you want to have that in the game. Some maps, again, they're super nice to have it on. Other maps, you are more at the ground, so it don't matter. The Goliath, you kind of both need to have it. The Butcher, up and down. Only one need the Bertha, only one need the Ceylon, only one need the Arthi, only one need the Honeypot, only one need the Lounge Box, only one need the Gitty. There are so many spots that are opening for you to have some other units as you're talking with the player you are teaming up with. But I would still say that it's the all or not user friendly. You cannot see what the teammate have, so it's super tough to, of course, to make the loadouts. You can use Discord, take a picture, maybe live stream it to each other, and then you can work from there. But yeah, it's stupid that you cannot see it in the game, like on the side. Okay, you have that on loadout 1, you have that on loadout 2. Even the maps, it could be nice to see the maps before we playing it, but again, it takes through update. Welcome Honda and welcome Boost. I'm gonna do a 3-3. Most likely not. I'm actually kind of busy with a lot of stuff. I just kind of went to just slowly making it more truly / willing about the live balance update. And if there was some people that was like, okay, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna talk a little bit about some stuff, then they can of course do that. But I truly went one big live balance update, so we will get closer to have a nice tournament that are worth to play in. It must not be like a brainless game, man. It needs to be that there are more than just standard same shit. And I will most likely come up with some crazy ideas as well. I just need to look at the numbers that I have. Made a long time ago, like in 2021. So I think I will let it run when I'm doing the stuff that I'm posting on my Discord. So the question now, do I have to post like each one? Do I have to post like, gonna take so much work? Maybe I need to make a certain fight. One with all the changes. I'm gonna show it. Does Vulcan need to be beautiful? I think so. I think as it are right now, it's just way too I think it's way too slow, and I think the piercing are way too little as well. I think it's a nice thing to have like encounter versus tanks, use the Vulcan as dropping versus an outpost where most likely the enemy will have like GTs and tanks or whatever to defend it, so there no really ground to air units. So I think that it surely needs some love, but at the same time, I think the price should still be like down. I think it should be like another version. It most likely have to um, to be like a jackal. Eller maybe even lower. It should just be that you can make a big mass that are fast. So most likely it will be like that's a little bit too fast. How can I say it? It will be like around the runner, little bit over. I just think that it should not be that there are, it should not be like an surviving unit, but it should be like an unit you can send to just neutraling and outpost, maybe killing a lot of stuff at the same time. So we only have a few units we can actually get behind the enemy line with, and that's a runner, Sebo, and Tango. And Assassin is kind of the only ones that we can like try to sneak and try to neutral and take an outpost. And I kind of went the Vulcan to be something like that, like easy to kill, but it's just strong and fast. I think that's where I'd have to go. So yeah, it are surely are. But I will try to see if I can post the. Can I even do that? Duty mode. Welcome Zygo. Only yeah, only 3,000 diamonds. I know. I'm poor, man. I'm poor. But it are what it are, sadly. Welcome Alex. Probably kamikaze pilots. It's underestimated, but it's really high armor, piercing, rattles. I would not say a great tank, but rattles are more like. I'm trying to set this up here as I can. Again, at the same time where I think we are ready to go now. Here we go. So the thing about the rattles are that the rattles are a counter versus Barutus. So if the enemy have trouble Barutus in your outpost, you need to have something that have super high armor, piercing and high damage for the cost, and retos are just one of them that can be used like that. They are easy to carry, and again, you can use it to drop at the enemy fort, but again, they will die fast. But yeah, you can use them kind of like Butcher. It's a little bit sad that Butcher have taken the role so much about dropping behind, and they're doing a lot of damage like burst, and then they're finishing the targets. So, but you can kind of do the same. Fly around, drop them, snipe stuff. They can be like boomers, but in the air. I mean, balloons. The balloon are like kamikaze pilots. So, and again, it's super strong, super nice. Somehow, I think that the upkeep are not in the right spot. It surely it should just be like 2 upkeep. I cannot see why it's stream. Yeah, boomer. I mean, the boomer are strong. But it kind of have it have a bloodline, and I think I have it on my list. So we're gonna move down. This is like old sets. Things can be changed, and it's just stuff that we have to talk about. But I think the problem with the boomer are that it should be like a thing that you can send, and then they are fast from A to B. And so one of the things that I was like looking into was like, okay, let's make it faster. Normally you drop it behind because that's of course the best thing. It will be more likely to explode. The tank's rotation speed are one of the things there. But then again, do it even matter that you're dropping some boomers that are actually exploding? But again, they're only working like early, maybe mid game, and it's kind of easy to counter. And then what about later game? And I was like, okay, maybe we should just make them as strong as most of the units in armor piercing, so they're not getting weaker just because that it have like think about it that if you are facing late game units, then it will actually only do 200, and now it will do like fully damaged like 300. So that's again a thing that I kind of wanted it to be. But again, it's just old. I never noticed balloon high upkeep. Talk to us too. Yeah, that's crazy. Welcome, Jesus. AirMech will have a new path noted. It looks like it. And you can go to AirMech Discord, and then the strike belongs path. Then you can see that actually Intent of Bad are opening up for the possibility of having a live AirMech Drive balance path. But it have to be like community, minded. It have to be like all are getting, something to say about it. So far, I can see that there are 5 that responded to it. It's a little bit like 5 days ago. 5 people so far went to see it to be channeled. And it's what we need. It will be like you can begin to use some more units. You have to begin to use the brain a little bit more. The games will be more exciting, and it will be more likely to have a tournament because that the Blancs are closer to where it have to be. So yeah. So I have my old list. I have to look into it. That's what you're looking here on the left side. Looking at my old list I made a long time ago, and some sets do not make sense. But if you're looking at it like Voller, then you will see how the numbers are made. But it's a big list. I'm gonna post the list on my Discord, and I have to look into it. I have to push. Hopefully, I can defend that the Silo Maker have to be lower health. It's one of the things that that was not. How can I say it? Not on talk back in the days. And I have. Yeah, exactly. You can actually secure channels. And yeah, it will of course be best ISIS are in the strike balance path, because that's where Incentivar can see it, and the more they're talking and coming with ideas, the better, the better it gonna be. So surely. So long time since that I've been looking into the stuff, into the stats. I'm not even sure how much health it even have. The missile silo Omega. And try to look at the normal chain, and then I have to check. Yeah, okay. It have not been changed, so you need to go back to the AirMech date spreadsheet. Looks like it have exactly 4,500 hit points. So surely it have to be lower. But again, how low? It's most likely just 1,000 below, and that will make it. Will come generic cat. Is this proposal balance update been processor for over a year now? Yeah, I mean, Incentivar bad kind of went to have the community into it. instead of bad, I'm that kind of person that are super, I think it's called passive. He's not doing big moves, he's doing small steps. He's carefully. And again, it's time. Yeah, carbon games don't exist. Woodcomb Gaming. Yeah, I don't know. I talked with James Green like 2 years ago, and there was some things going on there, and then I have not hear from him, and in Son of a Bad, I have not come with any info, and Tricky haven't come up with any info. It's just sad when we have the game that we have, but I mean, I will not even be mad is there no more updates to AirMech, but I will be happy is that just get the game kicked on and then slowly beginning to make AirMech 2 or WarMech, what we will call it, on an Unreal Engine 5, maybe in the crypto world or whatever, it don't really matter, but surely something have to happen. But I think it will cost too many money and stuff, and it will be vast of money to make an update on the AirMech we have now. A life balance, I think it's worth it, surely, but I think the AirMech Strike Canary are too fucked up. Will come up for it to ever happen. They have changed the all again, and when you're changing the all, like the whole AirMech menu, man, it takes so many to finish that product, but I can only say that 2 years ago when I talked about James, he had a lot of big plans and he was open-minded for ideas and stuff, but I have no clue what happened. I have no clue. I know that they worked for some other hidden project. They had worked slowly on a game called Cake. I don't know if I can say the name on it, but it's just sad that you have a health game that are they are done. That could actually be a new game. It could make the money and stuff. It's just sad. It's so sad, man. I think it's somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 that the mega have to have as an hit points. But again, feel free to type something about what you are thinking about the AirMech balance, and only the balance, only in numbers. I mean, we cannot change the game with a true update. It's not something that will happen. So all we can do. I think that's where it have to be. Somehow I'm thinking that this have to be channel now when some time have go. Somehow I went, and sadly we cannot do it on a live balance. The generator are giving way too much energy on the outpost, and it's kind of killing the purpose and the tactic where before you have to fly to one of the other outposts to get the power. You have to play smart, and you cannot just ferry the units over and healing them kind of like immediately. But again, it's only numbers. It have to be looked into it. But I kind of went the heal units to have a bigger roller. There should still be able to stay in a mid fight, in a artillery fight. And I went to see that more of them are getting a chance. But I kind of, at the same time, I kind of went to see that they're doing a little bit more rapier when I think about it. So but yeah, it's just tough. And this one, the concept of this one have to be changed again, I think. Sometimes it's not about like one unit. Sometimes you just have to think about if you are sending like a big mass of units. That was what we was talking about before. That could be super nice. That was like, I think it's called I cannot even say it. No, but a big mass of units that are checking together, and they are being like a runner, tanks and stuff, so you can get them fast behind the enemy line, maybe neutral an outpost, maybe killing some tanks that just have no defense, maybe going for the fort just to take some time and do some damage and stuff. Right now, they're too slow, costing way too much, they're not doing enough, and somehow I think that is the price got lower, and keep with the upkeep, maybe even keep with all the sets that it have right now. They will actually be usable. It just need to be a little bit faster. Just need to be like don't know what it's called in the gaming world. Maybe it's called a game changer. It should not, all things should not only happen on the middle, on a mid fight or whatever. There should be options. It should not be like, oh man, they're easy to scout stuff and so on. It needs to be that you can make them kind of fast. You can send them, they are fast, and they're doing a big amount of damage. It must still not be broken, but it should be that you can do some hidden stuff. Right now it's going way too slowly. It's just slowly building up. Slowly, you just have to look down certain area, keep an eye on the mini-map, and it's just about sniping stuff and so on. And there need to be some stuff that just can be so annoying on so many levels. Because there are nothing stronger than the flamer are surely not where it have to be as well. Back in the days, all people was using it when it had like 3T armor piercing, and now it's have like 20, I think. Yeah. So it most likely have to go back to what it was in the old days, and I think that, again, this is just my ideas. I mean, nobody is saying that this is gonna be the channels or whatever. It's just, how I look at it, and you will maybe look at it on different from a different width and stuff, and I can see that I made it the same armor pitching like old days. If some of you remember that, like around it's kind of old now. 4 years ago, 4 years I think, 4 to 5 years ago it had this number. And then I'm thinking that people are dropping it. It have to have the lowest, kind of like the lowest armor. So like GT and infantry and stuff will be easy to kill it. But at the same time, I feel that is you're only facing like tanks. It should have more hit points. It should be that it take like one more hit. But at the same time, I think that it should cost some more, and then it's firing even faster. But this will most likely make it so damn up. So yeah. I think just that it's a kind of a problem that it could be so nice if there was some kind of like there are on other RTX games where you can test the sets. You can make your own on different build or whatever. That would be so nice. But sadly we cannot do that. So the only thing we can do are thinking, okay, what you know, you don't exactly know how it will end at, but hopefully it will end somewhere close to be good, because all it have to be are just better than it are now. It's all about that. It have to be more enjoyable. Things have to be useful, and it have to be an joy to play with the different things. So yeah. 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 This one have to be channeled somehow. It's even more crazy. It most likely have to take like years to be made as well, because it cannot be channeled to on the socket. You cannot change how it's working when it's on the socket for the output. So it have to be that it have to cost more. It have to be easier to kill. It have to take longer to build. It have to be that you cannot just make one like fast. I know that there are two build, there are normal and there are the auto deploy, but it should still be even here like 9.5 seconds, and it's still like, man, so it's so stupid, man, when there's something there so good. Like, holy shit. Most likely I have to have the same, like 18 seconds, maybe 20. When it's so broken, man. But even 18 is only 2 times longer. It's not even that much. Cool. Generator need to work only on socket eller to be like before a warper. Yeah. Stuff like that cannot be channeled, so the only things that that we can look into are that it's surely stupid that they can just replace it immediately after it's dead. It's not costing anything, so you can just suicide it. You can just take it with you and drop it as a bomb. It have like an blast damage, doing kinda a lot of damage versus things around it when it's dying. It have a lot of energy and stuff. So the generator itself for killing the game so damn much, but it's most when it's on the upper socket. So it just have to be that you can easy snipe it, and it have to cost more. It have to take a lot of time to build, even when you have the auto deploy option. And what about the units? What have no ooze now? I mean, life balance update only can change numbers and really few abilities on some mech classes. The thing are that it's broken. You cannot. They're not anything. The thing are that in Centerfire don't want it to be chargeable, and I'm like, I mean, it have a little use case. It can still be used as hitting a little bit on it, even when it's a really little area. But it's just costing too much, and the most likely other stuff that could be changed as well. Yeah. But it can still be good. It can still be good, but it's surely not worth it right now. And I mean, they can somehow be used as a surprise, but you just need to have more of them in the mass. But they cannot be reworked. You just need to have, a true update. But they can maybe somehow be maybe faster to make, lower upkeep, lower cost, so you can have more in different areas. Um, hmm, I can see that the Sonya and the thing I have 3 upkeep, and it's so much upkeep for some things that you just want to have to just be in a spot and not do other than just rather disrupt the enemy's radar. So that can surely be changed, and I'm like, I mean, it should just get down to 1 upkeep, because why not? Why not? Because I have to be crazy at the beginning, and then the end result have to be mad. Yeah, the only thing they do hidden took the jamming abilities about making it to Remy seem nice. Yeah, it's kind of made the game more hectic. People was trying to snipe the jammer. And somehow it could be nice still that actually it are. I think I I mean it surely are up in a certain way, but then again the developer killed some of the skill back in the days where the forces I can try to take away this one. The forces the camera on the Mac to be more before it was more like forward, now it's more like you can see more around you. It should surely be that that it's somehow fine enough the radar around it, but you should not be able to see as much on the scene. It should be more downwards, and then it should be like in a smaller area, so you cannot just fly like up here. Then you can okay, so you can already see here, but then you have to be like, okay, all the way up here and all the way down here to see the stuff. So again, and I hope in my heart that is they ever gonna make an AirMech 2 eller WarMag, then I hope in my heart that they are gonna look into the game not only with developer eyes but actually player eyes, tactic minded, where you are somehow. I mean, it's not bad. It should just be like half zoom, and more forward. It will look, there will be more details. It will look better. It will bring more tactic on the table. But there are so many things that have to be changed, man. But I kinda start to think about it since nothing really happening. Sure. But yeah, it's true enough. It's not doing that much, but I think still it can do some, because they cannot react. They cannot react. If you are trying to try to build up, maybe at the bottom with some tanks and stuff, then they cannot stop it before you have the stuff ready. So I like it more when Sonya was good versus Bertha and Arthur war. Yeah. I think that it should be back. I don't know what it takes to change it to be like old days, but I think that yeah, the jam unit should be like it was in the past, but at the same time, I think that the artillery should be stronger, not on the health, but on the damage somehow. But at the same time, I think that the rapier unit should do some more damage, eller some more rapier. So in the end, it will maybe be the same, but I just think that you should be able to bring the units back to the rep units, and then they should heal them. Right now, it's too much generator. But again, surely it will bring some more to the table. Is jamming when it was actually working, like back in the days. That would be nice. If that was the cause. I'm not that sure about it. It's not like we are seeing that much theory, but it's like if you have a counter like the jamming on it, then. But it most likely only the archery then that should be changing then. It's stupid to have something that it's nice enough that that is doing blast damage and stuff, but when the armor piercing that are the important part on it are lower than the R3, why even use it? I mean, people are kinda using the R3 a lot. Right, let's go back to the volcano and so I think the idea have to be re-rigged to Charlie. It should be like game trainer. You can get fast behind the enemy line, doing a lot of damage, but easy to kill. Have it. Should just have. 1100. Something like 700 or something like that. Just need to have something to compare with. 600. Most likely 600. Yeah, 600.
future.
And then again. AirMech wallbox, more cheaper ting. You need to give less credits. It'll be more easy to kill. So my idea about, I think you saw it somewhere, right? Yeah, the wallbox here. The idea behind it it's not giving more credits. You need to understand that the amount that is costing at the beginning are the amount that you are getting raised. So now when it was like 20,000, then it's gonna be 40,000 after 5 minutes. So now when it's 15,000, then it's gonna be 30,000 after 5 minutes. So it's not like it's rising the credits on any manners on any way. But my idea was, is you are lowering the wallbacks from 20 to 15, that will make it more, you can easier give it to your teammate. Of course, it's not as high number, but you can maybe even give it at the beginning. You can still make a start if you're making just one. You can use it maybe versus an angel. I think that if you went to make it as a wall, it's not that great. If you think about how much do a wall box cost versus a turtle. So it's more like an yearly before level 4 block you can use. So it's not that big of a deal, I think. So it's not giving more credits. It's just, you just have the options to have it closer to be an blogger, but most will just use the turret because it have 50 armor plus 80 armor when it's locked down. So there's no reason to use it. I just saw it as the only thing that could be changified. So anyway. This will just be like the volcanoes will just be like fast, hella fast. and somehow it's a little bit sad that they are so big as they are right now. It's kind of killing the purpose. Would be so fucking nice. If they was smaller. Right now they're just too big, man. Man, think about this one. Think how cool that could be, man. Can I even copy them? Did I even do that? Not that way. Not that way. That way. Think about how cool this could be, man. Think about how cool this could be. Small, but strong and much faster, but easier to kill. Like a surprise attack from the side. That would be so nice, man. It's like a new unit, man. It's to become like this. It's sadly that you cannot change the sets. They have to, if they're ever gonna make the AirMech 2/WarMech, they have to make you able to change the sets for fun. In a mode. But easier to change the stuff and so on. How do it even looks like? It's a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller is never gonna happen. Oh, they're so cute. It should be something like this, man. That would be so nice. That would be so nice, man. Small but deadly, man. Easy to kill, but still easy to send behind the enemy line. They will not be that easy to scout. Man. I can actually change the stuff here, so it's kind of like an half, so this one. Just to get an idea, so kind of. Man, think about how cool this will be, man. but deadly. It's like too heavy. But again, it's versus a bot, but there's so many of them. These are nice. Yeah, around there. Should just be there. Yeah, sadly it's not the render scale on the balance sheet. I will like a cheaper Vulcan. Well, I don't understand English. Yeah, not talking that much. But yeah, I think it's the could do it, but it cannot happen. They should be smaller. They should be faster. They should be easy to kill. They should be cheaper. It will be the first useful AirMech ever. Just to be an asshole, just to get behind the enemy line and neutraling an outpost, or maybe going for the fort just a little bit, just pull the enemy rank. It would be so nice. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I'm really hopeful. I believe that we're gonna get an balance update, but exactly what the update will looks like, that's that's another thing. I think we have to accept it most likely come out to summer. It will make sense a lot if we're gonna get one. So the product by itself have to be done like kind of like in a month, like 4 weeks. Then the sets have to be there, and hopefully we can get it in. So yeah. So I will take a look at the stuff the people are posting about it, but I kind of get it. I mean, I'm in the same chair. Why spending time on chatting and talking and using your mind on something that like the chance for it to happen are low. I mean, there are no reason. All the imagined, it's kind of like it got killed in the past, because things are just taking longer and longer and longer. But I hope we need just one last big live balance update. Then we can have a tournament, maybe some small and then big one, and then that's gonna be it. And I think that it's maybe there are not many people, but I think it will be worth it to make the live balance, because the game will be better, but at the same time you will get closer to a more finished product, and then you can learn from the sets here to maybe the AirMech 2/WarMech, and so I think it's given good out. And that just have to be tinkered so much more all around. I hope in my heart that is this ever gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know. Think about it. Maybe there will be so long to do anything, right? That we from the community, I have said, is I'm gonna be lucky in lottery, on crypto, or whatever. Then I will surely team up with Happy, and I will get some people in Ukraine. That will be the base. and then a similar game will be mad. No shit, man. No fucking shit. It will be mad. But it only is. So the question are, will I get to that kind of money before Carbon Games actually stepping up? That's the thing. That's the thing, man. All things can happen in crypto. All things can happen in life. You don't have to doubt anything. You just have to believe and take some risk, and hopefully it will pay off in the long run. Is it don't pay off? Fuck it, man. Better take the chance, but better take the risk than doing nothing. Just sitting back and then thinking, fuck, man, why did I not do it? But it must never be more than it's okay for you to lose, you know. So, so yeah. Anyway, it will surely be looked into more, and I will try to make a pool for it. It will be take a lot of time. I think I will just post it, and then people can talk about it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like that. I like that. And like that. And then hopefully we can get to some agreement in the end, and we will finally get something bad. But I get it, man. I get it. And they're nothing new. They're nothing to explore. There are not enough people. They're not talking. There are so many developers that are not talking with the community. It's crazy, man. Even in crypto, man. It's so stupid, man. You need to keep people updated. It don't matter. It's just nothing. But just keep, but just say whatever, and it's kind of like slowly giving some spoilers out, like Elon Musk are doing. He's playing so many games at once, so much code talk, so much stuff behind his words. It's crazy. It's nice. It's nice when you are making things like a game. So yeah. But yeah, I'm hopeful for something to happen on the live plans. If we're gonna get anything, I have no idea. I think my next step are to tweet James Green on Twitter, and then he will most likely react to it. And then maybe like last time on it was Valentine's Day, I think, like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Then he actually showed up in the game. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it will happen. Maybe we will see him. Maybe we can talk with him, and hopefully he will do some things. But surely the chance are lower and lower and lower, because we're all getting older and older. He's getting older and older. So when you are younger, you are more likely to take risk. You can afford to take risk. When you're getting older and older, you cannot afford take as much risk. So I kind of get it. But there must be something. I cannot see why. Why should you hire? Why should you have another developer? Why should you have like one like Boblin, right? Why shouldn't you have somebody like that and not do anything? It just don't make sense. Just make no sense. There must by hiding something. Seriously, there must be something like you must not tell it to anybody. Anybody. They cannot they cannot. I have here that James Green are working on AirMech in his free time and stuff, but I mean, dude, there must be something, and I cannot see why they are not making that game cake done when it's like a money maker. I don't get it. It will be the push that the company need to make the game that all wanted but did not know that the needle in the life. AirMech 2. There are just a big open space on this kind of gameplay. It's the only kind there are. And it's just so stupid. People, there's so many that are making gun games, man. Right? But nobody are making a good real-time strategy game that it is more is out of the normal box. It's like why, man? Why? It should be crazy, but we see where we are going. We see where we're going, man. But I tell you, man, is I'm ever gonna be lucky. I gotta make the game. I gotta make a game that's similar. Of course, I would call it something different. Maybe War Machines or something like that. But seriously, maybe even in some time I will begin maybe to learn how to do stuff. But for now, I'm like, man, I have what I need. I have my education, just not about in the gaming world. So yeah, man, it's so sad when you're spending so much time and you just can see that it could be so much, but it's not getting to there because that you just need a little bit of love. Anyway, thanks for joining. But don't think it was exactly what you was expecting. I did not expect anything, and but we need to get it home. We need to get no matter what it's gonna be. How much of a chang we are getting, then I will just be happy that we got it. Just one. So